Man, he's got that One Piece reference in his clan, Mary Jo. I like seeing that, and he's going up against the One Piece fan himself. I've had a few One Piece discussions with Skeldra and his DMs as well. We're actually both up to date on that. It's very interesting. We got the One Piece, maybe we'll be able to find it in this match as Skeldra is going in on Blaze here quite a bit with the great strings, tries to get stage control, gets to the middle. He's really going after him.
Both of them are extremely aggro, but Skeldra is having the upper hand right now. Something I'm kind of looking forward to in this set, which also has a bit of prior knowledge from what we saw Blaze do earlier against Bamiya.
Yeah.
Wait, that's a really... I mean, it's not a stock yet, but still a good chunk of damage.
It's interesting he didn't confirm the knockout there on Skeldra when Skeldra had no options left. Maybe he thought that there was still dodge coming.
I think he was...
grab on reverse was nice.
Playing patient, because Skeldra really likes using gravity cancel stuff, mainly end-sync on sword in order to get back to the stage, and Blaze was respecting that potential option. But something I'm looking forward to is the sword mirror match, not the great sword, but like the regular sword, because Skeldra, I remember a post of him on Twitter saying that he believes that he has one of the best, if not the best sword in Europe. And Blaze, although having a decent sword of their own, they were struggling with the sword mirror match when they were playing against Bamiya. And most of their value came from that signature spear, that carryover from their famous Bryn. So I'm really excited to see how Blaze is gonna deal with that. If he actually has a sword that can match up to Skeldra's, or if he's just gonna focus on that spear. Right now you see Blaze looking for a small opening, going for knockout options.
Excellent wake up there with the side stick.
Side stick is clean, double stacking spear. Okay.
Realistically,
it seems like he wants to avoid the sword here.
We've both played our fair share of Hattori, right? Realistically, spear side stick is probably one of the best knockout options that character has. Like that stick is definitely what he was looking for, and once you have your opponent in a knockout percentage, it's just the number one option that you want to get, aside from like delay recovery on sword, or like maybe a jump read on sword and stick.
Like it's not a very difficult thing to understand. It's just hit opponent close range, boom, get knockout, and it's game. But it's just so effective for being so easy to understand. There's no gimmick. There's no funny stuff going on. There's no active input. And Blaze has still hit it multiple times when he was playing games on stream already today, and he's only been on stream twice.
Sure, I mean, quite like the gameplay from both of them here. Very neutral heavy, though. Blaze seems a bit more willing to commit to the offstage situations here, while Skeldra tends to always reset into neutral while he was on Greatsword. Maybe he'll be more trigger happy on the offstage if he's on sword, but no, what a beautiful movement read by Blaze there on the GCD lights there. Excellent execution. Skeldra now behind, immediately gets the delay recovery onto Blaze there. Beautiful turnaround with the unarmed sidelight to reset that situation. But interesting option by Blaze there. Maybe he wanted the ground pound actually, but the down sync did not pull off. Now he gets the end light here, slowly trying to build up the damage, extend the lead a little bit onto Skeldra as he can. Now he picks up the spear, keeps Skeldra off of a weapon. Skeldra really looking for that greatsword here, but Blaze is weapon starving him to Kingdom Come, and that might be, yes, that is it. That is a nice and clean knockout. He's got that sword in hand, but I think he's going to look for the greatsword here, as that's been working well for him so far. Sir.
He's picking up the spear. So you were mentioning Skeldra playing a little bit more neutral and Blaze is playing a little bit more offstage, liking to overextend a little bit when he can get the edge guard. And I think that's them just playing towards the strength. Skeldra is someone that knows how to really use all the stage and all the room that's given to him, whereas Blaze, what we saw from the earlier set that he played, really likes just their pogos and going off stage for Sars and getting a KO by exhausting the opponent options, even if they aren't in red. As long as they don't have the jumps and the recovery needed to get back, that will lead into a knockout. And Blaze really likes that, but gets hit by the 4-piece.
Sir, beautiful stuff here. They're both approaching the knockout zone now. Blaze picks up the weapon first, picks up the sword here, looks for the knockout with the GC delay recovery, but does not connect. Now Skeldra on the great sword, but Blaze, beautiful movement coming in on Skeldra there, gets the delay recovery and the side air, but the exhausted recovery by Skeldra, keeping himself in the game as he hits Blaze there. Now has in full control, throws his weapon away. Blaze running out of options, but Skeldra does not confirm anything, and the recovery! Beautiful!
That is
Beautiful. What a high damage game. They're just 1 damage apart. 632 damage by Skeldra and 631 by Blaze. And I'm seeing something here in the end result screen. Recently, BMG added an interesting title to the game. LFT, looking for a teammate. I did not know Skeldra didn't have a teammate right now.
I think that was the title that they added for the Valentine's event in the most recent patch.
They just added it.
So I was looking at the timer. The timer was set 3 minutes 30 left, so it almost took... It was 4.5 minutes of gameplay. And I couldn't tell because it was a very proactive gameplay. It didn't feel like either player was trying to extend or play for timer.
The game took that long because both players really just took really long with finishing off the stocks, right? They're both really good at weaving and bobbing around the knockout options while he gets a nice string there around quick. And with the way the game was so high damage, each stock took like 200 damage minimum on average.
Yeah, exactly. Both of them were just struggling to confirm the knockout at a decent rate and dealt way more damage than they realistically should be doing.
Skeldra is doing amazing movement right now, pulling a really strong lead here. That weapon throw, Blaze still alive somehow. Ooh, that dealer recovery. Nice, good stuff by Skeldra here to take that lead. But is Blaze gonna let him run away with that? I don't think so. Oh, Skeldra has been looking amazingly in control here. He gets that great stuff, throws it away, tries to weapon start Blaze, but was a bit late on it as Blaze immediately picked up that spear. No, resets to neutral once again, just throwing out some options down there to catch Blaze on the landing, and does so perfectly. Now a full stock ahead, gets the dodge read!
Oh,
Blaze not able to get around it, now gets to the stage, gets the edge guard against Skeldra, but doesn't confirm it, and the double sight light coming out from Skeldra here. Almost knocking out Blaze. If he can get a knockout here before moving his first stock, he has more than a stock lead! Skeldra on another dodge read, popping off right now. Blaze seemingly having no answer to Skeldra's greatsword right now.
Okay, Blaze trying to reset D-Light into recovery on the sword pickup. So coming through weapon throw from Skeldra in order to create space to get a recovery. Blaze with a Sare back jump, going deep in order to get it confirmed. Yeah, beautiful ground pound. Okay, so Blaze is back in this, having that spear, trying to weapon starve. Double stacking the sword, really. Okay, so this time, that's the thing that I was talking about. Blaze isn't scared to play that sword mirror match if they have to. And looking to weapon starve Skeldra, giving them that greatsword in hand right now. Blaze moving around, trying to jump a lot.
Okay.
And makes Skeldra guess, is he gonna land on the platform or gonna land back to the stage?
So Blaze playing very interesting sword gameplay right now, as he is a full stock behind. He's got to commit to stuff when he can and play careful when he shouldn't commit to anything, but that might not work out.
Wait, the N6 still hits!
Charges the N6 quite long.
Avoids the sidelight. That's a dodge caught, and that KOs. That was really clean for Skeldra. 300 damage dealt more. Exactly. That kind of made up for the fact how long the first game took to them not efficient in getting the knockout. No, so like now we're essentially averaging out to like 3 minutes per game instead of the initial 5 it almost took for game 1. Yeah, sword sidelight, most used greatsword sidelight. So if I were Blaze, he had his moments. Yeah, so he locks into Zuko again, which I really like.
Ooh, we have a new post-game screen, don't we?
I love the art, man. Shout out Butterscotch for that.
Amazing, yeah.
Butterscotch always comes through. And also like the Petra Bryn. Isn't that a reference to Do the Lore, to bringing Petra to Valhalla?
I mean, oh,
it may be. I know there is an interaction between them in the lore.
Maybe one of the lore enthusiasts could analyze this picture, but all I'm seeing is a pretty sick fighting scene between Petra and Bryn here. Bryn looking ready to axe down sick Petra off of that NC.
Going into the game 3, Blaze 2-0 behind in the set right now against Skeldra. And still staying on the Zuko. Yeah, again, he does have it in them, but that was just an unfortunate game too.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see any character switches from these fellas right here, unless
I
like.
wouldn't want to see that either. Like, you seeing this, Blaze is just going in and he's already doing really well. Like, he doesn't need a character swap, he just needs a little bit of gameplay adaptation and a little bit of understanding how Skeldra likes playing Greatsword.
Yes, sir.
Because
But
I think that's the thing that
we're seeing that
costs the
sword mirror
most.
that you're talking about that you were excited for, and they're really
And it's-
playing it out this time. No one's it's just immediately throwing that sword away as Blaze has the opportunity to do the other, but doesn't go for it. He extends in that edge guard. Now Skeldra getting rid of his sword as soon as he can.
Oh, the Sarah
switches out to
angle
the
is
greatsword.
disgusting.
Sends him quite downwards there. Recovery goes for the nair, not quite able to connect, but the wake up sight light.
Wake up
beautiful
sidelight is
stuff.
crazy from Skeldra.
Blaze perfectly weaving around that neutral sig, and now the D-Light recovery. Yes, that will knock out Skeldra, getting the first knockout of this game once again in the lead, as he has been for the past 2 games. What does Blaze need to look for here, as Skeldra has been so dominant?
What?
Just juggling him again there.
Oh, okay. Ansik avoided. He's going deep. Weapon throw from Skeldra. Does he get that edge guard? No, Blaze makes it back. But a sword spawns directly on top of
Oh,
Skeldra's
no.
head, and it allows him to finish this. Doesn't get a gravity cancel. Delight into there, but still a lot of damage. Favoring Skeldra. Clash between sidelights of the greatsword and the sword. Delight into Sarah coming through. Skeldra knocked out. Blaze picking up the spear here. Throwing it away. Can he weapon starve Skeldra for a little bit longer? No, gets the nair though. Now he's starting to cook. Something that I haven't seen from Blaze is a lot of D-Light Sairs. He managed to hit a lot in
I mean, you
the
gotta think
game.
about it. Skeldra's playing
Yeah.
very grounded with the great swords. Like, mostly you're not going to be getting many D-Light Sairs here unless you get to the ground before he does whenever he goes for juggle. Like, right here, if he picked up Spear here, now that would be a potential D-Light Sair. But
Exactly.
with how grounded and how stage control-ish Skeldra has been playing so far, Blaze doesn't really have the opportunity for a D-Light Sair, so it's
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
good
But
recognition.
something
for
that
him
I'm
to do
noticing is he doesn't go not just for D-Lights, but when he was playing against Ahmed, he was going for a lot of landing nairs on top of them in order to get them up in the air, then bait a landing, then go for D-Lights. And right now he is matching that grounded play from Skeldra, and I don't know if that's helping or not. I don't know if he's... I mean, right now,
Oh.
it clearly it's not helping because he's behind by a lot, not just in the set, but also in this game. Yeah, he's going for that offstage.
Yeah, Blaze
Doesn't
can't
want to
really
start.
seem to get a read on Skeldra's movement here either. And I fully get it. It's very confusing how Skeldra plays very, very grounded when he's on Greatsword, but as soon as he picks up Sword,
Yeah, comes
he
through,
gets a
okay.
bit more floaty, and you gotta get a read on that constant switch up on his like gameplay changes, which is very, very difficult to do. He definitely needs a few more games to get a potential adaptation here, though maybe...
Skeldra is
Okay, he's
getting
cooking
chopped
over here.
up by the sword right now. Blaze is bringing it back, but I don't think...
Okay.
Yeah, dodge back! Wait!
Oh,
Blaze is still in
barely
this.
misses that Ensig.
Oh, punished by the weapon spawn. Okay, Sarah coming through. Oh no, the weapon spawn was so unfortunate for Blaze. But he was doing